My boss stole something from me. Not just a gift. Not just tickets. He stole my chance to watch my team, the 49ers, in the Super Bowl, front row, 30-yard line seats. But here's the part he didn't see coming. The theft that cost me a game ended up costing him $1 million client. If you've ever been betrayed by a boss, a teacher, or anyone in power, you know that burning feeling of unfairness. Today's story is about how one stolen moment turned into the sweetest revenge. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you love satisfying justice, and let's dive into this. A die-hard 49ers fan. Not the casual, check the score type. I'm talking paint your face, tailgate, 4-8 hours, scream until you're hoarse kind of fan. So when the Niners made it back to the Super Bowl a few years ago, it felt like fate. I was working at a consulting firm then, handling a few accounts directly. One client in particular and I had gotten close. We'd grab drinks, laugh about life, even talk football nonstop. He knew how much the Niners meant to me. So when he got access to 2 extra company seats, 30-yard line seats, he decided to surprise me with them. The plan. He gave the tickets to the partner in charge of his account, my boss. Let's call him Dickhead Partner. His only job was to pass them to me. Simple, right? Except I never got those tickets. The moment of realization. Fast forward to after the Super Bowl. My team lost, and I was sulking over it like every true fan does. Then, during one of our usual post-meeting hangouts, my client casually asked, "Hey, by the way, why didn't you go to the game? I thought those were your seats." I froze. "What game?" "The Super Bowl," he said, eyes widening. I shook my head. Wait. I didn't have tickets. The look on his face. Shock, disbelief, and then anger. He leaned in. "I gave Dickhead Partner those tickets specifically for you. As a thank you. Are you saying you didn't get them?" That's when my stomach dropped. My blood ran hot. And all I could feel was this sick mix of betrayal and rage. Back at the office, I quietly asked around. One of the secretaries, after a little prodding, told me the truth. My boss had taken those tickets. He didn't even use them himself. He handed them off to another client, as if they were his to give. Now listen, if it had been some random gift, maybe I could have swallowed my pride and let it slide. But this. The Super Bowl. With my team playing. These were my seats. And he stole them from me. I remember sitting at my desk that night, my hands clenched into fists, heart pounding. I wanted to storm into his office, slam the door, and scream. But then it hit me, the client noticed first. If I played this smart, I could burn him without singeing myself, so I texted my client. "Hey, just wanted to thank you so much for thinking of me with those seats. But, looks like they were given to another client instead." His reply came back instantly, in all caps. "Are you shitting me? And then, pretend I never told you. Let me handle this." That's when the plan was born. Week later, we were invited to a client meeting. Nothing unusual. Except this time, the client specifically requested Dickhead Partner be there too. I could feel something brewing. When we walked into that conference room, it felt like stepping onto a stage. My client sat at the head of the table, calm, collected. A woman I didn't recognize, introduced as Stephanie, supposedly a VP from another department, was sitting in. And then, the client set the scene. "Dickhead Partner, this is Stephanie. She wanted to join. You must know her already from the Super Bowl, right? Hey, OP, you were sitting right next to her." Stephanie tilted her head, frowning. "Oh. I don't think so. Did we meet there? I'm sorry if I forgot." The client smirked. "Come on, Steph, you must have been drinking too much," he was right there. I leaned forward, my voice steady. "Actually, I wasn't there." The silence in that room. You could feel it pressing against your chest. My boss shifted in his chair, red creeping up his neck. Stephanie cut in again, voice sharp. "No, I remember now. It was so-and-so from that other company. Why did they have seats? Are we working with them? Because I haven't seen any projects with them." That was the dagger. My boss stammered, sweat beading at his temple. Well. OP couldn't make it, so maybe he gave them away. He shot me this desperate look, begging me to lie for him. But the client wasn't having it. He slammed down. Dickhead partner. Those tickets were a personal gift to OP. Did you give them to someone else? Was it another client? My boss sputtered, mumbling about mix-ups, clerical errors. But it was over. The trap had sprung shut. The client packed up his things, stood, and said, "This meeting is over. OP, I owe you lunch. Dickhead partner. Go home. Expect to hear from us next week." Stephanie, who, by the way, wasn't even a VP. Just a regular employee. The client roped into this theater, escorted him out like a bouncer tossing out a drunk. And the moment the elevator doors closed, we all burst into laughter. But revenge wasn't done yet. My phone buzzed later with a desperate text from my boss, "Cover for the firm. We'll talk when you're back." My client told me to wait a few hours, then send him this. 1. He owed invoices for the resale value of the tickets, over $10,000. 2. He owed for our overpriced lunch that day. 3. I was to receive a direct apology. 4. His company would only work with me or another partner, never him again. The fallout. Huge. He lost his profit share from that client. The other partners made him personally repay the invoices out of his salary. And me? I walked away looking like the loyal employee trying to salvage the relationship, while secretly enjoying every second of his downfall. Picture it, my boss, red-faced, humiliated, scrambling for excuses as everyone watched his lies unravel. He thought he could steal from me and get away with it. Instead, he lost a major client, thousands of dollars, and his reputation. The justice. Sweet. The satisfaction. Unmatched. Looking back, I still ache over missing that game. But honestly, watching my boss implode was almost better than watching the Niners on the 30-yard line. Almost. It taught me something, sometimes. The best revenge isn't screaming or fighting back. It's patience. It's letting someone dig their own grave. And making sure everyone else sees them fall in. If this story gave you chills, smash that like button. And tell me in the comments, what's the pettiest or most satisfying revenge you've ever seen someone pull off? Don't forget to subscribe for more stories that prove karma always finds its way back. Until next time, stay sharp and stay petty.